If we are here not to do what you
Hello everyone, greetings. Welcome to yet another episode of Cozy-ish. So first of all, I go to sleep. That's kind of a running theme. Then I make some new leggings because last episode I fell in lava in the nether and I broke my leggings. Then got the thief inventory. I say hi to Laszlo real quick. And then I tend to the farm, the potatoes and the wheat. Quickly regrow it all after collecting all the shit that fell in the water. Then I breed the pigs, breed the cows after replanting all the wheat. I don't really care about the chickens and the sheep right now in terms of breeding, nor really in terms of killing. The sheep are just for wool colors, like I said in the TextCraft. That's what I've been using to make the logos and the episode titles. I'm going to tend to the sugarcane, quickly go to the super smelter, and collect some buckets. And I do finally get one pane of lava from the lava farm, but like that's taking too long. So I grab my buckets, I go down to the mines, and I go to that little water area that had the dripstone from last time where I drowned. And I go in, I collect a little bit of dripstone, take a breath so I don't drown. Then I get this last bit of dripstone, and now I have 4 pointed dripstone. That's good enough for now. And then I go all the way back, and now I'm gonna go find that lava farm. So in the meantime, I'll tell you a funny story. Yesterday, as of recording this, the audio, I drank microbes, I think. So a while ago, my mom had set up this tray full of a bunch of water bottles for me because, you know, water is important. And I had a big smart water, like alkaline smart water, that she had bought, or maybe grandma bought, I don't know. And I had finally drank it some time ago, but it had just been sitting out on my desk, and I didn't think, and I just took it with my meds, and it tasted so disgusting. I seriously think I drank microbes. But anyways, I found the lava after dealing with some mobs, and my inventory is full, so I decided not to worry about mining too much. So I found my way back, believe it or not. I tried to not use /kill for this episode, and I'll try not to use it as we go on, but you'll never know. Sometimes I get real lost. A good thing about yesterday with having the microbes was that I had my anti-nausea. I ran out of it, but it's very strange. I have pill dividers that I fill out every week, and it looks like I had skipped a day at some point. Here's me expanding the lava farm. But it looks like I had skipped a day, so I had my anti-nausea for one day when I shouldn't have. So I don't know if I just forgot to take meds one day, or if I had skipped over when selecting the next pill divider. I have no clue. But either way, I made some more things, the cauldrons, and for some reason, the dripstone on the very left is making water. And I thought, oh, maybe it just needs its own source block, so I give it its own source block. And it's still just making water. I try to fiddle around with it a bit by removing the dripstone, remaking it, removing the cauldron, remaking it, checking on the lava source, making sure it exists, and it's making water. I have no idea what that's about, but oh well. Then I work on the mob grinders, and I don't get super far because I don't have a lot of blocks. And then I come back and Laszlo grew up, so I put the harness on him and give him a test flight. Though first I have to get him unstuck from these leaves. That wasn't very smart. The footage just sped up by like about over 500%, but he's still pretty slow. But that would be really nice to get up and down the mob grinder, so I don't have to rely on ladders so much. So then I decided to shear the sheep and get some wool, mainly white wool for the mob grinder because it calls for white carpets. But I only got 1 piece of white wool, so I can't do that. But I did get some more smooth stone, so I'm going to work on the my mob grinder a bit. That's kind of hard to say. I already ran out of blocks, but I went down, got some more blocks, and then I checked on the axolotls. and then I tried to go to bed very desperately. I decided that I wasn't gonna wait for my sheep to keep eating wool, so I took my shears and I traveled to find some sheep. So let's say another funny story in the meantime, just something random. When I was younger, I would be at my grandma's house like I am right now. I currently live here. But I would visit my grandma's house, and my cousin would sleep over. And we were like 9 years old or something. Also, I found a ruined portal. That's pretty cool. It didn't have a chest though, so that's weird. Anyway, we would keep going downstairs and stealing like all the fun-sized candy and like little bags of chips because it was like late at night and we wanted some snacks. And at some point he had this like fun-sized Snickers, and it was on the ground. And I was like, "Don't you want to pick that up? It's gonna get dirty." And he said, 5 century rule. And I haven't forgotten about that, and I keep thinking about it, and I always tell him, "Do you remember 5 century rule?" And he's like, "Yes." And I think the funniest part is it was still wrapped, so it wouldn't have gotten dirty. So I don't know what I was worried about, my 9-year-old self. I also found some honeycomb while I was out finding sheep, so that was nice. We planted some trees finally. Wow, I checked on the script stone, it's still making water. I have no idea why. Then I decided I wanted to go into the Nether just to get it over with and get the warped wood, because I want to build a really nice house. You saw the schematic there with all the materials. So I had previously gone into the Nether. You saw that 30 minutes in the Nether video. That was this world. And at some point I eventually did find the fortress off camera, and I built a little pathway going all the way to the fortress. And I knew that there was a warped forest nearby because I had saw it, but I didn't quite remember where it was. And look at that skeleton on the bridge, that's a little scary, there's no railing. And I'm terrified of the Nether. As I said in that one video, I have been scared of it the entire time I've played Minecraft. And especially with the new Nether update, well, it's not new, it's been years at this point. It still feels new to me. But I can't handle the Nether. The Hoglins terrify me. But that's exactly what I had to do. I had to go to the warped forest after going all the way to the fortress. Did I say warped fortress? Dude, I mean, the Crimson Forest. I had to be careful, and I also collected some crimson wood while I was at it because I did need some for the schematic. I needed to just bridge over and be very wary of Hoglins because I fucking hate Hoglins. They are terrifying. Wow, voice crack. So I just kind of make my way. So this takes a little bit, so let's tell another funny story, again involving my cousin. So you'll see me do something, and you'll see me say something. I say, YOLO it, and that's something my cousin came up with. We can't quite remember how he came up with it. We think it was while playing Minecraft, but just basically just not caring and just going out into danger and YOLOing it. And that also reminds me of how this is not the first time I've had a server with this friend group that has my cousin in it and some other friends. Which, this is a server, this is not a single player world. I just have been the only one playing it so far because everyone else is busy with having a life. But one thing my cousin had done, we were exploring a cave. There's me saying I'm so scared there's a Hoglin. We were exploring a cave in Minecraft, and we found that it was really dark because we didn't have torches, and we found this really dark area. And he said, "Cave diving," and he jumped down. But it was obsidian. It was obsidian, and we thought it was a big giant hole. But turns out it was obsidian, and we thought that was hilarious. I also got attacked by blazes right here, so I had to deal with that some bit. And when I was done with that, I almost got attacked by a Hoglin when I YOLO'd it. Right here. So I was kind of panicking, and I was quickly trying to build up and get away from the hoglins. But you know what? It all worked, because bingo, there's the warped forest. I did find it. So I know that the only mob that can really spawn here is Enderman, so I felt a little bit more safe. I keep saying bingo when I find stuff. I don't know why. I think it's because of the Willy Wonka movie where he says like Bingala or something. I just keep thinking about that. I love that movie, the new Wonka movie. I watched that like 3 times in theaters. Then I got attacked by an Enderman, so I had to deal with that. So I just wanted to collect as much warped wood as possible because I did not want to come back here. My goal was 3 stacks, and I pretty much met that. I was just a few blocks off from 3 stacks. So let's tell another story while I'm collecting a bunch of fucking warped wood and killing this Enderman real quick. I think I did get a pearl. So, one time I swear I saw a skeleton in Minecraft open a fence gate. So I used to play with my dad a lot when I first started playing Minecraft. I was like 7. And we would play on this one server. I don't remember the name. It was something to do with dragons, I think. I think the logo was like a red dragon, or maybe I'm thinking of this one mod pack. I don't know. But I remember it would always reset, and there's builder perks and stuff. So you would build, but then it would reset, so everyone got a fresh start. And he would always he would always build this big giant glass dome. And here's me bartering with the pigman. I did get some blackstone, which I will need for the schematic. Anyways, in that big glass dome area, we had a fence with fence gates. And I swear, I saw a skeleton open a fence gate. I don't know if someone was trolling me, but it was fucking crazy. I was so scared. But yeah, we had builder perks. Oh god, and this is where I fall in lava. Yeah, whoops. I YOLO'd a little too hard. I didn't know how to make polished blackstone, but I eventually figured it out. I just used the stone cutter that I have sitting right fucking next to me. So I make a polished blackstone pressure plate, which is what I'll need for the schematic. Then I put away my nether gear. I apparently lost my helmet when I was piglin bartering, but oh well. Then I prepare a few more items for the house schematic, like, I don't know, a chest to keep all the items in, some more deep slate items, some diorite, what I'll need, some concrete. I don't know, I tried to be cool with how I built the house. Maybe I can show some screenshots in the editing here. But I'm excited to build it. I don't know where I'm gonna build it yet, but it should be super cool. And it has a nice interior and stuff. I've never made concrete before, so that was fun to figure out how to do that. Then I decided I wanted to find acacia wood. So I wanted to take Laszlo for a flight to the nearest savannah. And I lost him. He kept trying to fly away. I was so upset. And I had fucking drank those microbes and I didn't have my anti-nausea. So I was really nauseous from frustration. It took me so long to catch him. It was so awful. Yeah, I was a complete buffoon because I think the main issue was I had easy place mode on, and you know how I talked about easy place mode lets me not do certain things. So eventually I figured it out, and I turned easy place mode off in a moment here. Because there, I should have been able to get up onto him, but I think it was due to easy place mode, so I turned it off, like around here, there we go. And I eventually get him, and I was so done. I could not handle any more Minecraft after that, so I decided to end the video here. Oh man. That was quite a time. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cozy-ish. I will see you in the next one. There's my cat meowing in the background. I don't know if you hear him. So yeah. Goodbye! Yes, Laszlo. You're the real Laszlo. We have a gas Laszlo, and you have a real Laszlo.